Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel today. We're going to be doing a basic Sims build together for a 2-story home. So if you enjoy this video and find it helpful, please be sure to subscribe for more. Let's start in build mode. At the top middle, we have some useful options such as the selection icon, which will let us click on any item that we want. We have the eyedropper that will allow us to copy any item or pattern that we want to replicate. And to start, we're going to click on that moon icon off to the right. When starting in build mode, it chooses nighttime lighting automatically. So for this tutorial, we're going to switch it to the afternoon sun. Now at the bottom of our screen on the left hand side, you'll see more navigation tools. So here at this chair icon, we have objects by function, and that's going to show all of the downloaded content that we have. So all of our packs will be shown under show all, and there are further categories to select from. And under those categories, even, for instance, let's go to comfort, it will further organize your items into different styles. So we have living room chairs, dining chairs, beds, sofas. You will notice for some items, you won't be able to find it under the categories. So for instance, kitchen stools or bar stools, you're gonna have to search the keyword and then select from the options. Overall, the categories though do really work out great, and it's very easy to switch from that show all option to the keyword entry. So really, it's a great way to navigate all of the different content that you have. At the top left of each item, you'll also see what pack the item is downloaded from. And going up to that build icon with the house, you're gonna find styled rooms. So that's gonna give you an option of a pre-built room. So everything is ready to go. All you have to do is select the color scheme that you like, click buy a room, and literally drop it into your house. It's very simple and really useful for when you first start to play Sims, just so you can familiarize yourself with what your Sims use and also what style you like. We'll use the wall and ceiling pattern tools to select everything from lawn to house siding. We'll use the wall tool that's right next to that door. To build the house, we'll have an option of selecting different windows, fences, gates, columns, landscaping. We will briefly touch on how to add a roof to the house, and we'll use that terrain tool to add some patio stone around the property. All right, you guys, so this is just what the end result of our 2-story home is going to look like today. So feel free to pause at any point during this video to practice building and to get familiarized with the different tips and techniques and tools. But this is what we're going to end up with. So to start on any Sims property, I usually like to start by the fence. So we'll take that wall tool and we'll draw along the perimeter of the property until we end up with a dark rectangle. And once this appears, you'll go up a floor, you'll double click on the ceiling until the yellow border appears, and just click remove ceiling. Go back down a level, double click the floor, click remove floor, and that will bring back your lawn. At this point, you can choose the style of fencing that you like, and you can also choose the style of gate. Now, whether you're going to use styled rooms throughout your build or the wall tool, I encourage you to draw a little entryway for your home, even if it's just one wall. So this will help the flow of your house, and it'll also be easier to build hallways to connect your different rooms. As you can see with this styled room, I've dropped it outside of the home before connecting it to a wall. I've rotated it, and then I use that yellow highlighted wall to align the room and to drop it into place. I've also done that with the bathroom here. These are both styled rooms, just to show you that it's just a really simple way to get your house started. Now, switching back to the wall tool, don't be afraid to just draw rooms. You don't have to have an actual floor plan thought of at the beginning. Right now, you just want to sort of imagine what your Sims are going to do when they enter their home. A great way to start your rooms off is by adding those windows in, and we'll use that same style of window throughout the build. For this room here, I thought it'd be great to add a reading room, so I've gone ahead and selected the sofa, some lighting, and that's pretty much that first room. We can select the flooring and the walls. I've added some landscaping here, some hostas just to make it a little pretty. I've also added a hallway outside. I don't know what's going there yet, so let's come back to it. In the kitchen, under surfaces, you can find your cabinets, lower and upper. You're gonna need a stove fan for your stove, the fire extinguisher and a fire alarm. You'll need a garbage can for your kitchen and a garbage can for outdoors. So there are options as well under plumbing to add a sink and a dishwasher. And really just feel free to play around with the cabinetry. If you right click on the styled cabinet that you like, it'll show you different options. So you can have a main cabinet or a corner piece. It will really show you the different options that you can click between. Now you'll notice that when I'm dragging this cabinet in front of the appliances, it's showing red. So that just means it's too close to the appliance and the Sims can't use it. So what we're gonna do is just drag the kitchen island away from those appliances, so the fridge and the stove, maybe the dishwasher, and we're just gonna use our eyedropper tool to add more cabinetry in. And when you figure out the orientation of those cabinets, you can add some small appliances. Here we have our microwave, and I've added a side door again so that our Sims have a few ways to enter and exit the home. We've adjusted the lighting, added the kitchen seating, and I'm using the eyedropper tool to add the door frame here, and we'll add it a second time to lead to our dining room. So for that space, we'll simply just click on that wall tool again and draw the walls in. And here you can use that eyedropper tool. You left click the pattern that you want, press shift and left click again on the wall, and this is just gonna fill the entire wall or the entire floor with the style that you want. So that's just something to keep in mind. With extra cabinetry in your dining room space, it allows you to select more small appliances. So here we have our ice cream machine and our popcorn machine. We've brought in the same style of windows, and the extra seating is great for when your Sims throw events. There's just more space for everyone to hang out with. Now, leading to this spot, it looks a little empty, so we're gonna add our living room here and seal it off. A great spot along the back wall for a patio door. So again, your Sims have more than one point of entry to their home so that they don't spend so much time walking between the backyard and the front door. And we're just gonna go through all the different couch options, and electronics is a great category to find your TV stand, your TVs. And for that hallway that I didn't know what to do with it, I'm actually going to take the bathroom, rotate it, drop it into that space, and add a window. And it's really as simple as that for the styled rooms. We'll use that wall tool to close the walls again and select the flooring, the paint, the lighting. This is going to be an office having a computer allows your sim to purchase products and to have a career, many different options with the electronics, so it's handy to have an office. And then in this space we've just added some more cabinetry. This is going to be a pretty minimal build just so that we get the idea and practice of how to use the wall tool and designed rooms to get just a handle on it. But in that time you can add lighting and different things. You'll see that I added the staircase to the outside of the home here, and that's just so I could rotate it to the orientation that I want. Again, we'll move the door over, and as long as that is showing green, that means it fits, and we can add that fence option, or the railing option here, sorry, and that's just gonna clean up the look. You can also add a wall there if you prefer that style. And again, we can just finish off some lighting. We can rearrange some of the items that we have, just keeping in mind how our Sims will use the space in gameplay. We can shorten rooms, add pictures, add more lighting. If you have pets, this is a great time to add the pet bowl or pet beds. And if you have your house surrounded by a fence, you can lock it for your pets so that they stay in the yard. So if we use that wall tool up on the second floor, we can start drawing the perimeter of the home. Don't worry about any gaps in the floor. Everything will come together as soon as that perimeter is fully outlined. So right now we're just trying to put some walls up, not really sure what's going in these spaces, but that somehow our second floor will come together. And again, just drawing that wall outside the perimeter of the staircase, we're gonna add the fence option here, and that's just gonna add a clean look to the staircase on your second floor, or you can leave it up as a wall. It's totally up to you. But yeah, just play around with the space. You don't really need to know what every single room is going to be right off the bat. Just start room by room. So for here, for now, I've decided let's make this into a patio. We've added a couple columns, some fencing, and we'll add also a patio door again, and just take it room by room. You don't have to finish the space completely as well. You can just kind of put the bare bones up and then continue the rough draft of what room's going to be where. You can add the windows to help you visualize the space. And it's totally okay if you want to add a hallway at some point. Simply just grab your wall tool, add the wall, and remove the wall that you don't want by right-clicking and select remove wall. And yeah, just expand the rooms as much as you want. For the siding, we're going to go into that wall pattern tool. We're going to left click on the style that we like. We're going to press the shift button, and then we're going to left click again for every wall that we want to have this pattern on, and we're going to repeat that for any room in the house. And this will also apply to how we select the floors as well. And from here now, you could probably start to see the pattern in how to create your Sims build. It's really a lot of trial and error. Just have fun with the prints and the wallpaper designs. In plumbing, you'll find your sinks, your toilet, your bathtub, and in comfort, you'll find your beds. Surfaces will give you your nightstands. Lighting will have your lamps. Storage will have your dressers and closets. So really just have fun with exploring all of the different items under the categories. Everything can be changed, can be edited. Really, whatever you draw, just think about it like pencil and paper. It doesn't have to stay that way. Here right now, we're going to add maybe a patio. So I'm just extending it, trying to figure out where the bathroom ensuite might go. So let's just start with a basic size, and we can come back to that at a later time. If we go upstairs and quickly click the roof, we'll just select a style that we like, drop it onto the top here, and extend the width of the roof. You can lower the height of the roof, and you can select as many styles or heights that you want. It's really, there's a lot of options with it. There's different colors, different patterns. Here we've extended this room, and we'll make this into a family room with another TV and a couch, bringing that same style of window throughout the home. This is what our ensuite roughly looks like. We have our bathtub, shower, and double sink vanity. Just keep in mind, if you're in play mode and you have a kid's bathroom, you're going to want to select a bathtub instead of a shower, just because you will need that for kids in the gameplay. Outside here, we have the barbecue covered under that patio, and if you have any electronics like a TV or stereo, this is going to be great for the rainy days where you don't have to repair the items from when they get wet. Upstairs, I forgot an entry into the master bedroom, so we're going to extend this wall 2 by 1, and we're going to play around with the orientation of the doors until it's highlighted green, just so that they don't open on one another, and it is ready to go for the gameplay mode. It might just take a couple tries to get the orientation right, but that's also part of the fun. And we'll finish up our master bedroom with another TV. Under decorations, you can find some houseplants, some candles, different items. If you want to have a walk-in closet at some point, you can also choose clothing to hang up. But that's basically the interior of the home. In the backyard, if you go down to that navigation panel at the bottom left, you'll see a tree. You can click on that. It'll give you shrubs and trees and flowers to choose from. I entered the keyword hot tub, and this came up. Using that terrain tool, you're going to left click on the paintbrush to determine the width of the path that you want, and then you can click on the style and literally just left click, hold it, and release when you've drawn your path. And here we've added some more shrubs. I like the lighting for the nighttime, it looks really sweet. And I'm going to use the wall tool function again and replicate the siding with the house siding using that eyedropper tool. We'll choose some lighting for the sauna room, the flooring, and you're an expert at this point. We know the different steps that we need to complete a room, but again, this is just a minimal design just to help you practice. And so that's pretty much the design of your house. You can go ahead and check for little details, like if there's anything to do with the roof or any design options. But there we have it, you guys. That's our build. Another quick note is that you will need a mailbox in the front of your house just for bills to be delivered. It's a cute little finish. But if you found this video helpful or fun to follow along, please feel free to subscribe, and thanks so much for joining me today. Take care.